Hi everybody, and welcome to your daily reading for Wednesday, May 24th, or whenever you happen to find this reading. Happy birthday to all the Geminis who follow the tropical zodiac. Just had the sun enter there a couple days ago. Okay, let's see what's underneath our deck. The Fool. Okay, something new in the beginning in the middle of the week. So over the hump, maybe also able to cast off some of your responsibilities, feeling a bit maybe you got a lot of work done early in the week and you're ready to relax. Maybe you're taking a long weekend. I know here in the United States there's a holiday 3-day weekend coming up, so let's see what's happening. All right, and our first card is the Hanged Man, called the Trial here. Next we have the Father of Feathers, or the King of Swords. And the Page of Swords. And the Empress. Okay, so the first thing that I'm noticing, as we started with the Fool and the very prominent symbol of the 0 being reiterated in the center there as a portal, we have the same imagery showing up here in the Trial card. The Father of Feathers, to some extent the Son of Feathers, but it looks more obstructed. There's a lot more going on in the center of that circle. And then the Empress, which is another portal, of course, the mother, the birth. It looks like a lot of doors are opening for us. If there was an obstruction, I think my last reading talked about a blockage. It almost looks, getting the image of like a pipe being clogged and then something being removed, being flushed out. An obstacle being like a blindfold being removed, of course, with the air signs here, the Page and King of Swords. There's a lot of clarity coming through. Some of you could, if you do candle magic, like a road opener candle with Mercury, working with that. And now these are the 5 doors opening to you that you may have manifested. So it looks like you have several options. Option 3, it's almost like a pick a card, like which direction do you want to go? But also we have the Trial, 12, 1 plus 2 is 3. The Empress is the 3rd card, so we have a 33, and with 2 portals in the middle, which could be seen as an eye, the left eye, the lunar eye, and the solar eye. And here we have the Sun and the Moon here. So whatever it is, you're getting a balanced perspective. I think you're able to clearly weigh the pros and cons of each scenario and make a solid and concise decision about which is going to be most beneficial to you. But the end result is the Empress, which is definitely wealth, abundance, security, ruled by Venus, Taurus, the 2nd house of finances. Something is going to pay off for you that you've been waiting a long time for. For some, it could be a return on an investment, or if you have been waiting for a birth or an arrival of a child, it could be happening within the next week. There's definitely a new journey that you're being opened up to, you're being exposed to, and you're being asked to step forward. Even with the Hanged Man there, it's a couple different versions, being hung there voluntarily in an act of sacrifice, or being held there against your will until you are able to learn a lesson. But I get this more that it's a fear, it's more of a resistance of stepping forward. Now that you have all these options, you're like, oh, well, what do I do? I didn't expect all this, and now it's going to be up to you to come to a decision with the King of Swords there. We have the 3rd house now for another 3, so 333 showing up. This is the house of Gemini, early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. So that's evident in the Page of Swords as well. Could be getting a message or an invitation from somebody, potential employer maybe, an investor, or even having open and honest communication with your child about a decision that might affect them as well if it ends up in relocation. And then we have the house 12, spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. It's interesting. It's another 12 right in front of the trial card 12. So Pisces showing up here. And with all these clarities, this clarification, and these portals opening, it could be, again, messages received in your dreams. You could be shown a vision in a state of meditation or sleep that is like a solution to your answer. And when you'll wake up and you'll know exactly what to do. And then we have the 5th house here, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. Okay, so for some of you, this is involving your children. Maybe if you've had trying to find a solution to a complication in your relationship with them, that this is the solution you're finding, being able to reconnect and communicate more clearly with them. And then we have the mutable signs, surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. Well, what else can you do? I guess you can continue to resist and keep yourself held back here in the 12, in the trial card. But fear is just the building blocks of our own prison. It just keeps us trapped until we have the faith to step through this opening and find out what is on the other side. There's no way to find out until you actually take the action to do it. So this is encouraging you to go, I guess, take the path of least resistance, you know. Whatever is going to be easiest for you is the one you're meant to go down. Let's see, we have the Gemini, Virgo, or Gemini, Scorpio, Sag, and Pisces, mutable signs. So, oh, that is Virgo. Anyway, let's see what our final card is. Opposition, imbalance, a point of tension, and a power struggle. That really is interesting how this Hanged Man is illustrated. We have the tension between the sun and the moon, between the rational and the irrational mind, the conscious and the subconscious. And in the bottom here, we see this Firebird emerging. So whatever choice you do go with, again, I think there is going to be confidence there, but of course there's an internal power struggle as to which conclusion you reach, because sometimes we ask for options and then we get too many. All right. Get an alchemy card here to close this up. So things are going to come to a breaking point, really, with the opposition, the tension. It's eventually going to give way. We did have like that T-square on the new moon that was putting a lot of pressure between the sun and moon and Jupiter, and then Mars and Pluto were at an opposition, and those are two masculine energies playing tug of war. Both are involved with endings, destruction, and rebirth. So with the Empress here showing us that rebirth, it's like, you know what, and I'm seeing the water trickle here, and this man coming down head first. It's like once a woman goes into labor, there's no stopping that process. Okay. Hiragamos, Alchemical Wedding, number 60. Okay, the title of this card is Ritual, Celebration, and Uniting. All hail the alchemical wedding. The laboratory morphs into a dreamlike dance floor, and all your allies, fellow alchemists, and ancestors are here to witness the celebration. What was once lost has been found, and what was once denied has come fully into the alchemist's embrace. The work is often felt as serious and studious, but the alchemical wedding is a moment of levity and lightness. When this card arrives, it is of the utmost importance to mark the occasion. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Honor and acknowledge those who have helped you along the alchemical path. You have come so far. Energy radiates from the uniting of opposites and the redrawing of life's blueprint. The new form has arrived. The unknown has become known. You'll be back to your existential queries and tinkering ways in no time. Now the work is to revel in the miracles. So this could be, again, the arrival of a miracle. Again, some people seeing this are giving birth to a physical human being, and they call that the miracle of birth or life. You're celebrating a birthday. Again, we just mentioned we moved into Gemini season, so maybe some of you are just celebrating your annual birthday. We have the thought to ponder is intimacy without sex. The side notes say, witness the journey of a fellow alchemist, celebrate and congratulate them. The alchemical wedding is not about you. This is the key to alchemy. The alchemical wedding is a radical act of presence and acceptance. Do something spontaneous today without rules, books, spreadsheets, social media, or schedules. Okay, well, I did mention some of you are possibly taking an early holiday or vacation after you're done with your work day today. And with the child cards showing up a couple times with House 3 and House 5. Gemini is the child of the zodiac. It's playful, it's fun. We also have House 5 being Leo, the house of children and play, fluidity and surrender. There's like a letting go of responsibilities here. There's a release that is happening after, again, a tension of opposites. The water's breaking, things are flowing, floodgates are opening. And then I think this clarity that comes through is the seeing and the knowing, and reflection on everything that you've been through in order to get to this point, and why every single step, every single challenge was necessary, or else you would not have been able, you wouldn't have had anything to celebrate. You wouldn't have had this moment to achieve. So, okay, I hope you all enjoyed this reading. Have a beautiful Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.